Hi friends, welcome to the Inspired Knitting Podcast. I'm your host Bobby and I am coming to you from New Brunswick, Canada. Today is Sunday, August the 10th, 2025, and you're watching episode 123. Welcome. This is a podcast about my knitting adventures, and I do crochet as well, and I spin, I sew, I do a lot of crafty different things, but knitting and crocheting are my two main ventures that I get into. So yeah. You can find me on the internet as Inspired Knitting Podcast on Instagram, where I am most active, and you can also find me over on Ravelry as X Country Girl 1986X. Most of my project pages, I will warn you, are just kind of my own little portfolio to keep track of what I am up to and stuff like that. So there's not much for notes or anything like that, so it's not very helpful to anybody, but if you would like to check it out, that's where you can find me. So yeah, how's everybody been doing? It is a gorgeous weekend here in the Maritimes. We're kind of under a heat wave kind of deal, but I love it. I really love the heat, so, well, not extreme heat, but I love the warm weather, so I'm in my glory. So yeah, I hope everybody's been having a good weekend. Yesterday was Saturday, so I did the market, the farmer's market. I do that every Saturday, so that was a lot of fun. And yeah, today is just about relaxing and kind of just crafting. I have to catch up on some stuff for my table for next weekend, and I did get an order in. So I have a couple orders going right now, so you will see some of them in works in progress, but it's exciting. It's very exciting. So besides that, I haven't been up to too much. Like I always say, I lead a pretty quiet life, so it's not too interesting. But yeah. So grab your beverage of choice. I have the remainder of my second coffee of the day in here. This is my Crazy Cat Lady mug, which was a gift, and it is so perfect. It's got my Midnight, my Sassy Pants, and my Rami, which it's hard to say which of the two would be my Rami. I think this one. That one's got the more scarier face on her. But she is currently right down beside me, so hence the reason I've moved over a little bit. I was not disturbing the cat because she is the alpha cat of the three, and we do not disturb her. When she picks her spot to nap, you just let her be. So she's my little co-host today. All right, so grab your beverage of choice. I'm going to jump into it. I have some finished objects. I have some works in progress. I have what I'm about to start. I haven't started it yet. It's not really dream knitting, but it's something I'm about to start. And I have a little bit of a stash enhancement. It's not too much. My birthday's coming up, so I got a birthday skein of yarn, so I have that to show. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, where to begin? I finished my socks, my DK weight socks. This is Indigo Dragonfly and her DK base. And this was the Stained Fingers die class, and it was in the George colorway. There we go. They turned out so good. I really love them. So I followed Kay the Crazy Sock Lady's DK weight sock pattern. I did the smallest size in the pattern. I did a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, just like the pattern calls for. So it's a really good vanilla sock pattern if you're looking for one. I don't think it's a paid for pattern. I can't remember, but I don't think it is. But here's my socks. I'm very excited about these. So I got those ones done. And then I got a commission from my friend Ren. She wanted me to knit her 2 pairs of socks. So she kind of gave me some color ideas. So I went through my stash and we picked out 2 colorways that she wanted. So she has really good taste. So this one has been in my stash for a little bit, and I do not know why I hadn't knitted up sooner. This is Turtle Pearl, which is a dyer that is from New Brunswick, and this is the Lady Ephelum colorway. I might be mistaking that. I might, if I remember, I'll put it across the screen here. But I don't think I'm pronouncing the second part right. But it is so pretty. I always mistaked this for gray. It's actually purple. And it's just so pretty. So the contrast does not come with the sock set. You get 2 50-gram of the main color. I'm the one that put in the contrast because Ren likes pink. So I picked a contrast skein out of my stash, and I do not even know what it is because it didn't have a tag on it, but they are both done. I'm only showing one sock, but they are both done. And I really love how they turned out, and so does she. So that makes me very, very happy. So Turtle Pearl, go check them out if you have not checked them out before. They have wonderful self-striping colorways. Very beautiful colorways. All right. So my next finished objects, I wasn't going to really share these, but I thought I would because I just made them. So yesterday when I came home from the market, I had to start remaking some stuff for my table, and these are all crocheted. So what I will do is I will post them all below, links to the designers and that, because I'm not highly familiar with them. So they will all be posted below. But one of the things that is really popular on the table is these sweet little turtles. They go very fast. So they cleaned me out this past weekend. So I came home yesterday and I made this sweet little girl. Now this pattern is a 2-in-1. It's called the 2-in-1 Plush Turtle. And it does come with 2 options for the neck. It comes with the long neck, which is what I did for her, or it comes with a short neck. I always do the long neck version just because I think it looks like super cute. But there is 2 options for it. And she's so easy to make, very minimal sew. This isn't really giving anything away from the pattern. Like her little legs and her tail, you're crocheting them right into her shell. So it's not like you have to go back and sew it all together. You don't have to do that. It's very minimal sew. There is really no sew, to be honest. So I really love that because I hate sewing. I'm not the greatest at it. I always get parts that are misplaced and it doesn't look right. So I love these patterns. Very amazing pattern. And then the next thing, I just finished these off this morning. This is the Mabel chicken. And this is a paid for pattern, but it is highly worth it. I just hold worsted weight double. And I will have her listed below as well. She is very, very easy to make, and I made 3 of them in total, but I'm only going to show you the 2. I'm just going to set my bucket back down here. So that's what I did for crochet. And then I decided fall is coming, and I need to start thinking forward for the market. And I'm thinking more along the lines of mittens and hats and stuff like that. So I had a ball of yarn in my stash, and I don't know the name of it now, but I do remember I bought the yarn from a yarn store in Ontario, and the yarn was from Finland. And I was really excited about that because my ancestors come from Finland. So I was super excited. I wanted to try it, and it does not disappoint. It is kind of a woolly wool, but it is really nice, and it's tweedy. So I did a pair of the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. And I did do a longer cuff than what they recommend just because I like a longer cuff. I did the adult small. And I think they turned out really, really nice. I really like them. I always love this pattern. If I'm doing mittens, I always go for the World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits. It's the best. So there we go. There's my mittens. So yeah, I had a few more finished objects than I thought I did, so that's good. Just going to take a quick sip of coffee, and then we'll move over into works in progress. Okay, so the next works in progress, or I should say the first works in progress that I have to share with you, is a sock. And yes, you guys have seen these before. This, I have to share with you first the bag. My friend Ren, she is from South Africa, and she recently just got back. She went there for a month. I think it was about a month. She went there to visit her family, and she brought me back this beautiful bag to put one of my projects in. It's just an open style bucket bag, and it is so perfect to put my sock project in. I love it. So I just got to fix my sock here because I ended up pulling off a couple stitches, so I want to fix that before I start showing the sock. Okay, we're good. We saved it. Okay, so I am doing the Vanilla Bean. This is a pattern by Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady Designs. Haven't had enough coffee today, apparently. I did a pop of color at the top. This purple is Gobsmacked Yarns. And then the pink is Nova Knits in her Tickle Me Pink colorway. And it's got those dark purple speckles in there, so it matches so well. So I did the heel flap. I got through the heel flap this past week in the purple, and now I'm on to the foot. I don't think I'm going to do the toe in the purple. I'm just going to do the toe in pink, I think. But this is the first sock. I haven't gotten far. I've been too busy doing other things, but that's okay. But I really, really love these. These are so my colors. I just love them. So this is the Vanilla Bean by Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady Designs. Had to rescue the yarn. Rami stole the ball of yarn. Okay, so that was number 1. Number 2. This one's housed in a project bag that I made. But this is the second sock that I'm doing for my friend Ren. And I'll show you the yarn first. This is Polka Dot Creek. And it is in her Matchmaker Self-Striping Sock Set series. The colorway is called Love at First Sight with dark Dangria and indigo. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 30 grams, so it comes with 2 30 grams, I'm presuming, yes, and 2 20-gram mini skeins. I really love her I really love her Matchmaker series. It was actually really hard to choose which one to get. But I settled on this one just because of the purples, of course. And it does not disappoint. So I just got to fix it here. I'm at a weird spot. I'm on the heel flap. But here is sock 1. So I'm presuming this is the indigo. And I got this far yesterday. And I already turned my heel. Now I just have to pick up my gusset. So that is the first set. And then your second set will be, like your second sock will be in this set. So I have yet to figure out if I'm going to do the toes in the extra, like the contrast as well. I'm thinking there will be enough. I only did 15 rounds for the cuff. So I'm thinking I should have enough yarn to do toes as well. But we'll see when I get to that point if I figure I have enough. I've never actually weighed it out to see how much yarn gets used for a toe. So maybe I should actually do that. But anyways, here's what the Matchmaker set looks like. Love at first sight. So that is what I'm doing, and I have a cute little minion stitch stopper on there. I just use one of them. These are only 2mm needles, so if I put just one on each needle, they just fall right back off. So I just use one for the 2 needles. Okay, so there's that. And pretty much that's the extent of what I have been working on. I made, what did I even make this week? It's a lot of market stuff, so it's a lot of redundant stuff like the chickens and the turtles and stuff like that. So I did a lot of that in the last couple weeks, but I also, and these took up a lot of time last week, I got an order for a pair of paired puffins, and I had never done a bird before, and it was quite interesting, and I found a really wonderful pattern on amigurumi.com. I was mistaken. I was calling it amigurumi.net. It's not. It's amigurumi.com. It's where you'll find a lot of wonderful crocheted patterns, and some are free, some are paid for. The one that I did, I just posted the picture to my Instagram yesterday of my puffins, but they're by Moji Designs. I believe the designer's name is Janie Holmes, and she does the puffins, and it was a wonderful pattern. It's crocheted, and I will insert a picture if I remember, but they turned out really, really well. So I did enjoy them. She came and picked them up yesterday. She was ecstatic, and now she would like another pair of puffins. So I have to make another pair of puffins, which is fine. It's just that they're a lot of work, and you do have to sew like the wings on, the feet, the head, and stuff like that. And that's typical of amigurumi. I am aware of this. It's just, like I said, I am not the greatest at doing it. My parts end up a little off-centered sometimes, like the one puffin's head was slightly turned, which it ended up working out. It made it look like she was looking at her mate, but yeah, I'm just not the greatest at it, but it is still, it's a wonderful pattern. There is beautiful, it's written instruction. She's got photos as well to help you get through certain steps of the pattern as well. So it's a really good pattern. I really enjoyed it. So I did the puffins as well. But besides that, I haven't really been doing much else. I haven't worked on my second vanilla bean socks at all. I haven't touched those, just haven't had the time. So yeah, it is. I have been keeping quite busy. It just doesn't seem like I have a lot to offer the program, I suppose. But yeah, Next, I'm going to share with you something that I am about to cast on. I will probably cast this on today. So this is in one of my favorite bags ever. This is a bag by Awesome Granny. And it's got gnomes with coffee on it, which this just sings to me. This is me. So my friend Ren asked me if I would be interested in commissioning a sweater. And I was allowed to, she shared some options with me, like in sweaters that she was thinking of. And I got to pick out the pattern. So out of the ones that she was thinking of, I got to pick out which one I would be interested in doing. So as soon as she said Andrea Mowry, of course, if you guys have followed me for a while, I jumped on that like hotcakes because Andrea Mowry is my favorite designer, hands down. And yeah, I automatically said yes to the Andrea Mowry. So we picked Zig. Zig. And it is a beautiful color work pullover. And that is the one we are going to do. And I am super excited about it. I never thought I would commission a sweater, but I am excited to do it. I really am. So we're going to do this one. And the yarn that I get to work with is so beautiful. I actually forgot the tags. I didn't bring the tags, but they are all Indigo Dragonfly in the DK weight base, which is DK Matter. And it is in this lovely purple. That's going to be the main color of the sweater. And then for the color work section, we are going to have the gray, which is going to go next to the purple. And then there's like another stripe of color inside that color work. So we're going to do this pretty pink. It's going to be good. It's going to be so good. So you can see why I'm excited to cast this one on today. I've always wanted to do the zig, so it'll be perfect. And this is going to be such a beautiful sweater. Oh, I'm excited. So I have plans. I was kind of looking in my own stash. Maybe after I'm done Ren's sweater, I actually have a sweater's quantity here for my own, and it would be charcoal gray, and then I would do the light pink where her gray is, and then I have like a rusty kind of color that would be for the inside, and that kind of suits the pattern's original colors kind of, but it would just be so good. So maybe you'll see 2 zigs coming up in the near future, who knows. But I am pretty excited about that, and I'm excited for her too. So that's coming down the line very, very soon. And besides that, I don't really have any other plans. Just like I said, just trying to keep up with my market stuff. I enjoy doing it. It's a way for me to get out of the house. I am very much an introvert. So it's a way for me to get out of the house and talk to people and meet new people. And I'm doing something that I really, really love to do. And the feedback that I get from people, it just makes it worthwhile. Yesterday, there was such great feedback from the people that bought my stuff, and one of the best ones was a little boy. I had a groundhog. I made a groundhog, and the way the little boy was holding on to his groundhog, it was just amazing. So when I see stuff like that, it just makes it all worthwhile. So I really love doing these markets. It's taking up my knitting time, but I'm starting to realize that I was very much a selfish knitter, and I still want to be that selfish knitter because there's so many things I would love for myself, but I already have a lot. I have a lot of socks. I have a lot of sweaters. Well, not a lot of sweaters, but I have my sweaters that I love. I have shawls. Um, even though there's more that I really, really want, especially when it comes to shawls, but I do have a lot of that stuff. So it's not like I don't have enough for myself. I do. But the reward that you get from making stuff for others is also, it's very rewarding, and I'm starting to realize that. So I've been having fun with it. Anyways, that's it for the content of the show. Now I'm going to go on into stash enhancement. So yesterday after the market, I rolled up the road to Merritt's store, Gobsmacked Yarns in Sackville, New Brunswick. And I went in specifically for my birthday yarn. So my birthday is coming up on the 15th of August. So I had to pick out a skein of yarn. And it was really hard. Merritt has a lot of beautiful colorways, especially for sock yarn. And I picked up, of course, I picked up the one that was black with all these electric colors in it. And I was like, you already have yarn at home. I think I have 2 skeins that are somewhat like that. So I was like, you really don't need that. Pick out something that's different. So I picked out Parrots on Ponies. And this is the one. It's different. I love the reds, but I also love that it has like this splash of color in it. Gobsmacked. And it's on her 80/20 processed eco merino. Sorry, I think it's trying to focus on me. So I picked up that. I ended up picking up some needles for the sweater because for the life of me, I could not find my 4mm. So I got a pair of those. And then I saw this beautiful colorway. This is Haynes Creek Heathers by Gathering Yarns. And this is an Aran weight. Does this have a color? It's 100 grams, 197 yards. But I don't think it has a colorway. Oh, color 132. And I'm thinking of making mittens with it for the market. It's relatively budget friendly, and it's real wool, so, or I might end up keeping them for myself. Who knows? But I saw the color and I just automatically gravitated towards it. It was so beautiful. So yeah, other than that, I've been really good. I do have an order coming from Area 51 Fibers, of course, but I only bought one colorway. The past 2 updates that she's had, I've been very good. I have not ordered anything. Well, actually, that's a lie. The last update she had, I ordered. That's when I ordered the yarn. But this update, I have resisted. It's a lot of fall Halloween colors, which I suppose is probably the main reason I haven't ordered. I really like the bright, colorful, like the bright colors. So I think that's kind of why I didn't order. The one I really loved, I already have in my stash, so that worked out. I didn't have to rebuy it. But I've been pretty good there, so can't guarantee next week. I just love Area 51 Fibers. Gotta check her out. She's all self-striping yarn, and she does a beautiful, beautiful job. So you have to go check her out. She's based in Calgary, I believe, or Alberta somewhere. So yeah. Other than that, I picked up some Briggs & Little. Those are for market as well, like market socks. Usually I stick to just like the fingering weight yarns for socks, but I figured there was interest in like some thicker socks, some thicker wool socks. So I decided to pick up a little bit of Briggs & Little and to do that. So I did, but I'm not going to share that with you. It's okay. So yeah, that's pretty much all for today. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna probably head outside and enjoy some of the sunshine before it gets too hot, or it might already be too hot because we're under a heat warning. But I'm gonna see if I can head outside for just a little bit. I'm probably gonna work on the matchmaker socks, or I might actually gauge swatch. Yes, I am gonna gauge for the sweater and probably get that started just so I can have it on the needles. So I might do that. So I hope you guys have a good weekend ahead of you, or great rest of your weekend. What am I saying? Today's already Sunday. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, a great week ahead of you. And until next time, I will probably see you guys again in 2 weeks. So until then, have a good one. Bye.